Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Nice to meet you, and thank you for taking the time for yourself and to hear what I have to talk about. So most people think yoga is like, right? I actually have two really crazy kind of archetypes to get past, and one is that yoga has to be that, or the other is that if you use a chair, you must be disabled in some way or really too old to do things. So my work today is to help you to see how yoga, and yoga has a whole lot of meaning. When you hear yoga, you think all kind of things, right? But basically that it becomes a state of mind, and how easy it can be done, and how it can be accessible to anybody. So first, a little bit more about me, really quick. I'm one of the first people in the country to do a job that I do, which is to create and manage programs at the Cleveland Clinic for patients, both in and out. So we have a protocol in liver transplant, and basically it's organ transplant because we'll have intestine or kidney transplant, but where we're doing yoga with them 2 days post-surgery. Can you imagine that? So, you know, if we come over to a patient, they say, okay, Mr. Jones, we're going to do yoga today. You know, in their mind, they're like, are you kidding? I just had my whole stomach ripped open. Are you talking yoga? But the style and what we do, we're able to do that. So it just goes to show that the Americanized version of what people think yoga is about is, you know, all the stuff, and it's really not about the posture at all. I want to introduce Sally. Raise your hand. Sally is my very best friend, but also an amazing yogi. She's helps me co-teach yoga teacher training at the Cleveland Clinic. They were liking what we did so well, and there's so many docs that will say, Mrs. Jones, you need yoga. Well, Mrs. Jones goes to the local yoga class, and she's intimidated or can't get on the ground or gets hurt. So what's happened is that we've come up with and taught our style, and we have full cohorts every 9 months teaching people to certify them how to become yoga teachers. Now, we're a major medical institution, and we're teaching people how to become yoga teachers. As a matter of fact, Sana, who brought me here and suggested that I come speak, is in the process of getting her certification to become a yoga instructor. So the reason that we do yoga at the clinic and what this is, and we are going to move and breathe and do some things, so know that. I just want to give you a little update to just see how awesome this is that a lot of data has shown that yoga can help with stress management. And on one side, we know that 80% of the chronic disease or chronic pain that's out there is caused by stress, whether or not it's pulling our immune system down or it's because we're stressed and we get more digestive disease disorders. And then the other is how yoga can help with pain. So I came to designing this style for myself. I was 45 years old. Oh, that was about, what, 2 days ago? Not really. It was 20 years ago or more. And I woke up, I went to bed fine one night, woke up the next morning, and I couldn't walk. I had a really bad back problem. So for 5 to 6 years, I was the chronic pain sufferer. Started gaining weight, walked with a cane, depressed, the pain syndrome, you know? And I like to believe it was a gift from the heavens to me, because I began to understand how disempowered and victimized a patient feels. So within that, and when I was told I was hopeless, they said, hey, you have a back of an 85-year-old person. I was 45 at the time. An 85-year-old person, you're going to be in a wheelchair in another year if you don't have these surgeries. I said, stop. I need to take a breather here. This can't be possible. So the process of helping myself through breath, through mindfulness, through watching what I ate, through kind of cleaning out my life a little bit with relationships and all, I was able to walk away without any surgery, got off all the meds, and today at 66, I can do all the things I used to be able to do, including back bends and headstands. Do I want to do them or do I need to do them? No, but I could if I wanted to. It just goes to show you, though, how much the mind affects it and how emotion. So there's quite a quagmire in there. So I'm not here to talk about that. But what I am here to say is that in order to help myself heal and improve, I started doing yoga, but I adapted the hard yoga poses, which I couldn't even get on the ground. I couldn't bend or touch my toes at all. And so the style I developed more therapeutically for patients. But then I thought, wow, for corporate, for people every day who's dressed in normal clothes, in boots and pants and whatever, this work that I did really can affect all of us. So, and it's very accessible. So what we're going to do today is work on mindfulness and breath and tools that can help you. So let's get into stress. I think most of us don't even understand what stress feels like in our body most of the time. Maybe there's times that we do, but we wake up, you know, we start already thinking about our day and our stress levels here. And you know, in order to run from the woolly mammoth, we need that. We need to be able to, you know, all the systems in our body change so that we have the power and the clarity to run, to get away, but then that's supposed to, you know, the parasympathetic is supposed to kick in. Most of the time we don't do that. And thus the problem with chronic pain and chronic disease is we're always in sympathetic load. So yoga can help us, and yoga is a state of mind, and it can be done in little bites. So my work today, the takeaway that I would like to help you here, and those of you that will be watching, is how to take away. How can you integrate this into your day where maybe we don't have time for an hour class. Maybe we don't even have an extra 20 minutes that we can put a little podcast or something on to help us learn how to calm. So I hope today, when you walk away, that you'll have some tools. This is a handout. Those of you that are going to be watching, I'll get a PDF so that you can download it. These are just some tools for you to do really simple, easy poses. And yoga really is a state of mind. And so I'm going to ask you to do 3 things for me, and this is one of the takeaways. So in reminding yourself to sit and stand straight, all right? So sit straight. Now, here's the thing. You don't want to put an extra load on your organs. You don't want to put extra load on your bones. You want to use your muscle to hold you up. That also strengthens our core. It helps us breathe better because we're not obstructing. It helps us digest because we're not, Sally calls this schlumping, right? We're schlumping. There's a lot of rotator cuff problems out there, but look at if I stand like this. Look at my shoulders. Whew. Rotator cuffs just moved easily an inch. Now, if we're on our devices all the time, our computers, we're going to be like this. So sit and stand straight. It's perhaps a little bit harder in these chairs, but ideally, when you're typing, when you're reading, when you're in class, sit at the edge of the chair so that you have to use your core. American Indians said that the biggest challenge we have is that we have backs to our chair. We're not using our strength to hold us up. So there's 3 things I want you to think about. Sit and stand straight. Notice how you hold your breath. Notice how you don't breathe. What's the first thing that happens when we're sick? We go to the hospital. Oxygen, right? To get more oxygen through our system. So when we're stressed, Harvard study a few years back said we need 20% more oxygen in our brain just to be able to process what's going on. And if we're always at that sympathetic load, in other words, that we're always pushing, we're not going to be able to think as clearly as possible. So sit straight. Remember to breathe, so notice. We're going to do a little breath in a moment, but I'm going to give you one more assignment. And this is a pretty good one. I call it 10 seconds. So tonight when you get into bed or you're ready for bed, pick up the covers, get in, lay down, come into your most comfortable spot, then don't move, and use your senses to feel the sheets, smell the sheets, notice the comfort. Now, you're saying, like, what the heck does that have to do with anything? Well, what I've just asked you to do is 3 things that's going to help you remember to be in the moment. And the reason being present is important. First off, we function better. We don't function as much as we'd like to think multitasking. More and more studies showing that if we're multitasking, neither one of them get our fullest attention. Obviously, that's really pretty logical, isn't it? But we don't think that. It's training us, and this is the basis of what we learn in meditation also is, how do I do a single-minded focus? It isn't about emptying the brain. Our mind, you know, it's like a 3-year-old. It wants to wander all the time. But if you're like, maybe you'll even hear my voice in your head. Judy said, sit up straight. Oops, remind yourself to sit up straight. That's mindfulness, because you're noticing, oh man, I'm schlumping. When you're holding your breath, whether you're taking a test, whether you're driving in bad weather, whether you got another load of something dumped on you, you hold your breath, right? So we're not getting oxygenation through. And it affects us physically, right? We're pumping out cortisol, we're pumping out the hormones that are really more harmful, not only to our cardiovascular system, but our whole sense of well-being. But the 10 seconds, this is the best part, is you get to really feel. It disengages that nervous system, and you get to really feel the bed. Don't reach for the light. I've experimented. I thought, oh, I can reach for the light. Nope, my attention just went off of this. What I'm trying to do is help you understand with your senses, and that's the very basis of mindfulness meditation and being in the moment is, what am I sensing through my nervous system? That's the beauty us human beings have, is we have senses, right, to sense this. Now, every day, we have ups and downs and ups and downs. Another bill, oh, this is really good, and then it's up and down. Is we can understand, and here's the thing, resilience is a big term, Mindfulness, yoga shows that we can be more resilient. We're more resilient against stress, we're more resilient to help us on our physical level. And so these simple tasks that I'm asking you to do can really help you to just stop for a moment, take a breath, and then choose. You can choose, well, yeah, I am going to have this Twinkie at 11 o'clock at night because I'm tired. Or, oh, I'm taking a breath. No, I don't think I really need this right now. It helps us to choose more wisely, and it can help to change us within. So here's the thing, 10 seconds, and I wish I could have a follow-up with you to find out if you do it. Do everything you can to remind yourself. First, it's pleasant, and you can disengage to sleep better. How many people wake up in the middle of the night thinking and can't go back to sleep, or can't fall asleep, right? Or we wake up going and going and going. I would venture to say if you can focus on those 10 seconds, so here I promise I'm going to give you little bites. If you can focus on those 10 seconds, and then, first off, you'll sleep better. But then, what if you learn how to take 10 seconds in a couple other parts of the day? What if when you get in the shower, you feel the warm water? When you get in the bath, you just feel the warm water? You see where I'm going with this? Because what that does is help us also come to gratitude and appreciation. All those things can help us become calmer and more resilient. And let's face it, life is not getting any easier, right? Wherever we're working, whatever with our families, there's plenty of things going on. Remember, we can't change the stressors sometimes, but we can change our response to it. And this is the way, and if you're interested, there's plenty of great studies on this. So the shower, when you're taking a cup of tea or a cup of coffee and you can feel the warmth coming down, then it starts to overlap that we can affect that in our relationships. We listen more, and we can find joy in the midst of a lot of crazy things, from illness and death in the family and big budget problems to deadlines to all the things. We can still do it. And the idea is, how can we find what works for us in our life? If going to a gym doesn't work for you, you can sign up and say you're going to do it all you want. It won't last. You individually have to find that out. This is stuff that you can do automatically for yourself. Sit up straight, remember to breathe, and find 10-second little pieces of time that you can just let go. And at first 10 seconds can feel like it's an hour because we're so used to multitasking. After a while, it becomes a habit, and you can find joy and peace amongst the craziness of the day. I mean, just look around us, right? All right. So, the only rule in my yoga and the way we do our yoga is no pain. So as I ask you to move and breathe and do things, if you feel uncomfortable, it's probably maybe we just haven't moved that part of the body and we're letting out a little moth coming out of an area that we haven't moved. But fiery edge, tingling pain, we don't want. All right, so how easy is it to sit forward on the chair? Can you guys do it without feeling like you're tipping over? Oh, we have the desk. Yeah, we have the little, all right. Okay, so we're sitting straight. Let's shake our arms out. Now make sure you're not too close to somebody. You don't want to conk them. It's hard to describe a black and blue from it's supposed to be a simple yoga class, right? Okay, shake your shoulders a little bit. The idea is we want to loosen and just break some of the tension in the joints, okay? Lean back, shake a leg, and shake the other leg. Go back to the other one. Move the hip now. Shake it out a little bit. And then do the other side, right? Now, how about shake one leg and both arms? Blah, 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 blah. And then the other way. All right, now, too bad the camera's that way. We're going to lean back and have a fit. So I learned some of my poses from kids in grocery stores, right? Picture it. Lean back, shake your legs, and go. Good. I didn't have to force you to do it. You really did it. Good. All right. Come down. Go tiptoe. Go. We're going to wake them up, even if this is a cement floor below us, right? All right. Now sit really straight and conk your heels. Now this is good for the bones. It's sending messages into our body to break down bone and build it back up. Okay, lean forward, tippy toe. Now lean forward, like, all right? Get a little anxiety out. Now lean back, conk your heels. All right, ready? Sit up straight, close your eyes. Do you feel it tingly? Give me a nod if you feel it. Okay, good. Got you in your body. That means you're feeling, we're getting blood flow. We use this for things like neuropathy and just getting more attention down to our feet. In yoga, we also call it grounding. Good. That was good. All right. Eyes open. Do you feel a little bit more exhilaration? A little bit waked up? Woken up? Waked up. My mouth's getting ahead of my brain. Yoga can help us wake up, calm down, because we work with some of the trunks of the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. So I'll explain some of that as we go. Let's open your legs just a little wider, so about as wide as the chair. Now, sitting up straight, we're going to just go side to side. So if you want to hold on, whatever you need to do, but get your buttock off the seat. So go side to side. Now, what the heck are we doing this for, right? So there's a simplicity, there's quite an eloquency in what we're doing. This is stretching the pelvic floor. It's good for the bladder. Get some blood flow down there. It's also good for the prostate for the gentleman. It also helps lower back because we're stretching that pelvic floor. Okay, we look like we had too much to drink, don't we? Okay, come back to neutral. Now just sit for a moment and draw attention to that pelvic bowl, to the lowest part of the body. See if you feel any blood flow there. Take a big breath in. And so yoga is about also becoming attuned to more subtleness, subtle energies, and there we can make better choices for ourselves. Okay, hold on or not, and we're just going to do a big circle again. So now I'm going to the side, I'm going to the front, I'm going to the other side. Now really curl back as if you're looking down towards your belly button. And let's get our rib circles going. Now this does the hips, the lower back. You may need to go every other one because if you're sitting right next to each other, so you have more room. We've only just begun, right? Let's go the other way. Circle it around. Now we really look like we had a few Mai Tais. All right, good. Let's come back to neutral. See what that feels like. Big breath in and a big breath out. Good. So we got some blood flow going, loosening up those hips. Let's roll your shoulders up and back and down. Now, you think, geez, this is such a simple motion. What if you reminded yourself while you're at your desk, say you're doing some research, whatever it is that's going on, grading papers, rolling your shoulders, that you remind yourself, I'm going to take 10 seconds, I'm going to really feel. So I want you to picture in your mind, you've got the muscles in the front of the shoulder, the top, and the back moving. And as you move forward, we're stretching the back, and as you come back, we're opening and stretching the front of the chest. Okay, one more time. I like to go just backwards, because think about it. We're on our devices, we're like this. I like to really change gravity by pulling back and how we lean. All right, shoulders up and down. And I actually like to call this the Mae West. Come on up and see me sometime. Except I don't have big blonde hair, but okay, so roll one shoulder. Good, and then go up and down, up and down. So this simple motion helps to just relax the shoulders. We get a lot of tension here, right? Let's soften the neck a little bit. So just move it around a little bit. Don't drop it back. And then let's do a little bit more official. Sit up really tall. Let's drop your ear to your shoulder this way and up. So the idea of the chair breaks down the poses in a real basic manner. And we use gravity. We go against and with gravity. So right now, we're letting gravity pull the weight of our head to stretch our neck or the side of our neck. Big breath in. You breathing? Just so again, remember I'm saying, asking you to breathe. Are you sitting up straight too? You feel yourself slump and sit really tall. Over. And one more time, ear to shoulder. Whew, that can feel pretty tight there, right? we sleep funny on it, if we hold a phone. Let's do that. We're going to pretend we're trying to reach down to the ground. Now again, be careful if you're too close. Big breath in, start ear to shoulder, and then go down as if you're trying to reach the ground. You don't have to. The idea is more the side bend. All right, big breath in, inhale up. Exhale over, down, slow, using gravity to pull us, and back up. One more time. Now, as you drop over, let your arm hang. So I'm dropping to my right. Let your arm really hang and kind of move it a little bit. So we're using gravity to get some motion in that shoulder socket. Big breath in, up, and then exhale the other way. So neck is getting stretched by the head. Gravity's pulling on our arm to create some space there. Good. Big breath in. So we have, one of our docs says motion is lotion. So, you know, our body, if we don't move some areas, and we need variety. Chronic pain or even just an injury can happen from a repetitive motion, and that could be just literally walking, but if we're running it, whatever it is, without countering it. So the beautiful part about yoga is it can give us a lot of variety to get to the muscles in different ways. We want to be as active and vital as possible, right? And so it doesn't matter what our age are. If we are too sedate, our body isn't going to like that very much. Okay, so let's do one more for our head, and we're going to work on our shoulders and arms a little bit because of how much work we do with it. So first, picture a clock in front of you and just draw a circle with your nose as if you're on the face of the clock. We're getting a big circle. Popcorn sounds okay as long as there's no pain, right? If you feel pain, cut back. So big circle, up, back, and down, and up, back, and down. Good. Now come back to neutral and just turn side to side. Go one way and the other, and one way, and remember to breathe, and the other. Good. All right. This is, I don't know if any of you, Dr. Michael Roizen is our Chief Wellness Officer, if you've heard of him. He's a wonderful man, and I respect him so much in his work. I think he's brought wellness to so many people in such a simple, descriptive way. But this is one of his favorite poses, so it's not a good look. Now, you do not have to do it in front of a camera. I, on the other hand, do. But for the sake of the art, I am going to do it. But so what it is I want you to contrive tightness. So you inhale, go like this, and then we exhale and go, bah! Okay, now we need noise. So exhaling through the mouth helps to release tension, okay? So we're contriving tension. It's called prune face lion pose. Exhale, go, bah! Oh, there we go. We got the noise. Okay, one more time. Tighten it up. Tighten it up. Do the dart up. Okay, and then exhale, go. Rah! Okay, now, here we go. Stick your tongue out. I'll go side to side. Stick it out. Sorry, guys. Okay, what we're doing is we're getting more blood flow to our throat. So we think, oh, why are we doing all these things? Even though it seems, some of it might seem a little odd, there's a method to the madness, and everything that we do has a reason for it. So we're getting more blood flow. It's a good thing if you're feeling a little sore throat, help to stimulate that immune system. And by the way, we know that motion, our immune system doesn't have a pump. Our heart has a pump. You know, the heart will pump, get that going. Immune system does not. It takes motion, breath, muscle contraction to do it. Need to move. If we don't, we're not going to get to the lymph nodes, and we're not going to filter the toxins out of the body. Okay, so we're going to do just a little bit of eye yoga, and what that means is we're going to get some blood flow to our eyes. Picture that clock that we just drew a circle on, and open your eyes. Now close them tight. Now open them, and just without moving, just use your eyes to go from 12 to 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Close your eyes, open them, reverse it. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, noon. Close them. Open them. Now blink a couple times. Go from 3 o'clock to 9 o'clock, 3 to 9, 3 to 9. Close them. Go from 12 to 6, 12 to 6, 12 to 6. Close them. Open them. Put your left hand as far away, right in the middle of your face as possible, and then put your right hand pretty close. All right, focus on your close hand, focus away. Close, away. Now take a big breath in, focus close, focus away, focus close, focus away. Now Now focus right in the middle, soft focus. Good, blink your eyes, warm your hands. So anything that you move, again, what are we doing? We're using our muscles in our eyes that we don't move very much, and we're getting blood flow. Now, eye cupping helps to relax your eyes. So if you're working at the computer, it's a long day. The warmth of our hands helping to calm our eyes. Big breath in. That can feel good. Big breath out. Good. Let's take your hands, warm them up again, and then just grabbing your hands and pulling on your neck a little bit. And let's get a little bit more of the tension out of there. Might feel a little popping. This is certainly always better if somebody else does it for us, but in lieu of that, we'll help to massage that a little bit. All right. Now I'm going to mirror you. So I'm going to do this. It's going to look like I'm doing the same side, but I'll be different. So drop your left arm down. Okay, cross it over your body, and then take your right hand and hold on. So you can hold it here or here. Tennis stretch. Simple, right? Oh, it makes a huge difference. Now, pull on it, and this is going to open the shoulder blades. It's going to get upper back tension. Now, still holding it, you have to have all the weight of your arm in your hand. Now turn towards the shoulder and take a breath in and out. So we're pulling away the shoulder blade. Helps to get into the rhomboids, especially the tension we get. Are you sitting up straight? You remembering to breathe? I'm seeing a little slumping. Good. Now, take that hand, cross it behind you, and you can hold on to it or not, but just do a side bend. And what this does is it gets the trapezoid muscle. Let's come up and over and just go side to side. That gets extra tight from just our ergonomics from the day. By putting our arm behind us, it's a little different than when we have the arm in front of us. Okay, or out to the side. Good. Let's do the other side. So take that arm, cross it all the way around. The key here is that you've got the weight of the arm. If we supported gravity, we're holding this up against gravity, the muscles don't have to work. Now, pull it out, and it's going to pull your shoulder blade out. Good, everybody, really good. Turn and look to that shoulder. Now, you might feel a little extra tension in that neck. Breathe in. So animating. Animation is the breath and the awareness while we're here. Big breath in, and then exhale, cross it behind you. Hold on and lengthen up and just go side to side. Big breath in and out, up and over, and up and over. Good. So this is helping to release some tension there. So since we're in the middle of the day, I'm going to work a little bit more. We just worked on the head and the neck. I'm going to work on the wrists. So let's just flap them a little bit. Circle them. All of them, getting the joints moving. Just take your hand and pull. So what we're doing, we're not trying to crack knuckle, but we're creating space in the joints. So think about how much we use our digits and our wrists, right? Think how easy it is to get carpal tunnel from just redundant motion. Okay, so we've pulled. Move your fingers, touch them. Wave them again. Take them and circle. So do a figure eight, a sideways figure eight in the way that feels natural for you. All right? That's a simple, easy way to do it. Now, reverse it. And that takes a little bit of our brain, right? So a little neuroplasticity there to go different. Oh, I'm seeing a giggle. I like that. That's good. Neuroplasticity, creating a new neural pathway of something we're not used to doing, right? Push through, curl, and roll. Good. Okay. Now, another takeaway. Can somebody tell me one of the directions the spine can move? What's the way the spine can move? Forward, right. So we can go forward and we can go back, right? So we're going to talk about 6 directions. If you can't remember anything I've taught you, if you think of, well, my spine can go forward and back, and what's another motion? Side to side, up and down, right, and a twist. So legs open wide. We're going to do a cat curl. So any of you that have ever done traditional yoga, many times this is done on the hands and knees, but we're undulating the spine. This gets blood flow and softens the muscles that hold it up. It gets blood flow also into the muscles, the tendons, the nerves, and even the blood vessels. How about that? Roll your shoulders down and back. Place your hands on your thighs. Kind of dig into them, elbows in. Press down, big breath in. And then exhale, lean forward. Now, a little bit like you're going to give somebody a smooch. Just a little, like that, just a little bit. And that gets the head in the direction that just stretches. Are you breathing? Inhale. Exhale. All right, press into your legs, lengthen up, and let's curl back. Look at your belly button and stretch. So really opening that back. Inhale, sit up straight. Exhale and out. So again, big breath in. curl and roll back. If you're saying, geez, I need to move, I can't remember anything she said, just think I can move the spine forward. This is the last one. Can anybody feel it in your legs when you stretch it? Yep, I can feel it in a little bit in my buttock, and yeah, in the groin, and curl. We'll all feel a little bit different. Inhale, sit up straight. Ooh, that was good. Again, I'm going to mirror you. Take your left hand and put it on the seat. So we're going to support ourselves with this. Right hand, turn your palm out, shoulders down and back, press down in your feet. We want to be tall. All right, inhale, scoop your arm up, press down into the chair, down into your feet, down in your butt, lengthen up tall. Even more, reach. Come on, let's get some motion going there in that armpit. Big breath in, and exhale over to the side. So now we've moved forward and back, lengthen up. We're going side to side. Over we go. So we're supporting the stretch. That's going to help us get a deeper stretch, right? We're not using, let's stay here. Breathe in. Can you move your ribs now with your breath? Inhale. Can you move your ribs? Try to move your ribs. All right, come up just a notch. Don't come up too much. Now, we're supporting it. Our arm is holding us up. Take your arm away. See how your muscles go, whoop. They hold us up against gravity and come up. So we can stretch and strengthen in the same motion as we lift off. When we stop supporting it, our core has to hold on. Other arm down, turn your palm out. This keeps the shoulder blade down. It's safer. Scoop the arm up. Press down into your feet. We want to stay tall. Lengthen, big breath. And then exhale over to the side. Good. Inhale, so animation. We want to practice breathing and moving because we want to be able to practice really doing an aware breath to help us with our stress. Let's do this sway one more time. So if we're able to breathe while we're moving, stay there. Okay, now push through your ribs. See if you can feel the ribs moving. All right, up a notch, take your hand off, and use your core to bring yourself up. Just drop your arms for a moment, close your eyes, and just draw your attention to your ribs on both sides of the body. Maybe you feel it a little cool, maybe you feel a stretch in it. Big inhale. So already we're really helping to get that lymphatic fluid moving. We've been working the upper body, the mid body. We're going to do a spinal twist. And we're pretty good. We should be able to do pretty good on these chairs. Now, one of the most important things is a nice tall spine, and then as we twist, so no schlumping. We can torque the spine. And if something's ready to pop, we can hurt ourselves. So we want to stay nice and tall. But we're going to do a fist bump first. And this is another little way to make sure we stay tall. Shoulders down and back. Press down into your feet. Lengthen up. We're all going to go to the right. Big breath in. And then exhale. Twist as far as you can. Don't leave the arms there first. Big breath in. And then when you're ready, drop your left arm down on that right leg maybe, and take your other arm down on the chair, or just wherever you feel comfortable. Big breath in, lengthen up, and then use your arms to twist you around a little further. Big inhale, big exhale. Maybe you'll feel a pop. Are you sitting tall? Are you breathing? Where's your mind? Are you thinking about something else? Big breath in, and come back. Oh yeah, that mind wants to go to our to-do list. Keep bringing yourself in. This is what I feel. It will help you. Contrary, it will help to make you more productive than overtired. Put your arms on your legs and let yourself relax. We're going to go the other direction in a moment. So another piece about yoga is that it is bringing us into the moment. It's mindful. What are you thinking? And if you're thinking something else, notice that, relax it, and bring yourself back to the moment. Tuck and curl. And if nothing else, come to the sensation of what you're feeling. Fist bump, we're going to go that way. Not unlike backing out of the driveway, except our hands are on the steering wheel. Okay, big breath in, and exhale, twist around as far as you can. Inhale. Then when you drop your arms down, use your arms to take you around a little further. Stay tall though, no schlumping, please. Shoulders parallel to the ground. Exhale and twist. Anybody feel any pops? Get any pops? Nope. Big breath in. It's okay again, as long as there's no pain. And twist. Good, let's come back. We're going to open the chest a little bit, and we're going to focus on breath a little bit more. We're going to open the chest by holding on to the seat. So you can put your hands behind you on the chair, or if you feel comfortable and your shoulders are okay with it, take it up to the seat back, but keep your elbows straight. That we're getting into the tendons in the shoulders. All right, pull your shoulder blades back. Heart center is nice and wide open, and then lean forward. Good. Boy, you guys are great. You're really, really listening and engaged. Big breath in. Now, can you feel your ribs moving? Big breath out. Ah. Let's go in the nose and out the mouth. Big breath in through the nose and out of the mouth. So yogic breath is generally through the nose. It moisturizes, it cleanses, it helps the temperature. Another big breath in. And how about if in your mind's eye, and just you say to yourself, I'm open to new ways of thinking and being today. Or even better still, I'm open to giving and receiving love, especially to myself today. Good, let's let your arms drop, shake them out a little bit. Let's check our breath. We've kind of opened up these secondary respiratory muscles. So put your hands high on your chest. You know our lungs come up pretty high under our collarbone. So just take a couple breaths and just notice if you feel your ribs or anything moving under your hands. Go ahead, just breathe normally. Now if you allow your belly to relax, you'll find you'll be able to breathe deeper. Here's one of the biggest keys beside mindfulness to resilience and to stress management is a couple deep breaths like this, as many times as a day you can. Let's bring your hands down to your ribs. Okay. Now just breathe and see if you can move your ribs. Probably the ribs go out in and out like that, but just see if you can see any motion at all. The idea is we want to do more of a full breath. Our breath is one of the only systems we can bypass that's involuntary with our stress and just with our thoughts, so that we begin to not breathe as efficiently. Let's come down and put your hands on your belly. Now the key on this is more, just relax. It doesn't have to be fancy. There's so many ways to teach how to breathe. Oh, you pour a balloon and you do it. Just relax your stomach. And now take a couple breaths. The idea of relaxing our tummy is to just allow the diaphragm to move. Too tight of jeans, too big of a turkey dinner, stress will cause our belly to tighten. Now don't do this in just a rote way. Really see, be present. That's what you're here, right? You're spending the time. Let's get the best out of it. Take a breath and see if you can relax your belly. There's a freedom there. And over time, as you practice it, you can even feel a bit more peace. What if you did this for 1 minute during the course of your day? Little tool that's easy to use. Good. Did anybody feel their belly moving? Raise your hand if somebody felt their belly. Oh, good, we get that. Watch a baby, watch a puppy, watch a kitten, watch someone that's really resting well, that's sleeping. Oh, everything's moving so nice, just the way it's meant to, right? Okay, take your legs out and put your heels into the ground with your toes up. All right, so be careful on these chairs if you feel a little uncomfortable, but we're trying to get to the front edge, okay? Big breath in, very tall, good, good. Hands down on the chair, big lengthening up. And then exhale, lean forward. Relax your kneecaps. Okay. All right, come on back. Can somebody tell me the difference between this versus that? What's the difference? What do you see me doing? I'm schlumping. Right, and that disengages. What I'm trying to do is get the whole back, butt, and legs at once. This creates polarity. Tall. That's why I think maybe a little bit of a smooch, like we're giving a little smooch out there that keeps the head up, knees straight. We like to, our body wants the path of least resistance. If it feels tight, we bend our knees. So don't go down far. All right, breathe. Inhale. This is hamstrings back, lower back, and breathe. Good. Give me another breath. Big breath in. Exhale, try to release a little bit more into it. Do you feel it in your legs? Okay, good. Big inhale. So that, that's a good stretch, right? To make sure we feel it. Good. Pump your feet a little bit like this. Go side to side like little windshield wipers. We're literally getting some motion in the hip socket when we do this. Simple, right? But man, that can really help to disengage. Circle your ankles. So make a big circle with your ankles one way, and then do a big circle the other way. Good. Flap them a little bit, and then try to reach. They won't necessarily touch, but really point your ankles and your feet. Let's stretch the ankle and stretch the shin. Give it a nice long stretch. Good. Now pull them back up, and then put the foot down and drag them back. Good. Shake them out a little bit. let's grab, now the idea again is that you're holding your leg. Don't lift it up like that. We want the leg to be completely dead weight. Inhale. All right, let's do inhale. Now exhale. Inhale. This little motion, I don't know if anybody has sciatica, but sometimes from sitting too much, we can get a sciatica. Okay, shake so the sciatica nerve gets aggravated. Move it, swoop it a little bit. All right, let's do the other side. So up and down. And this disengages that butt, so it softens it. It disengages it. In other words, the butt isn't in the same single position the whole time. And so one side gets a little bit of motion and blood flow. All right, hold it up. I got the weight of the leg. Move your ankle, circle it around a little bit, shake it, swoop it. Now, let's all get on the same leg. So everybody put your right leg out so that your heel is down and your toes are up. Take your left leg. Now, if you have knee or hip replacement or knee challenges, hip challenges, keep it. I'm going to give you one of three positions to put it. My ankle's going over the other, so left ankle goes over the right leg. Now, that might be exactly the perfect place for you. If you want to make it a little more challenging, take the left leg and put it under the knee. If you don't feel any challenges here and you're saying, oh, I'm all right with this, then we're going to sit like a guy. Bring the right leg up and put the left leg on top of it, cross-legged. This is the ultimate piriformis stretch, number 4 stretch. But, whoop, tall. We're already starting to stretch there. Lengthen up. Listen to your body. So wherever your foot is, it's good. And then lean forward a little bit. See if you feel a little in the buttock. You might feel it in other places. Big breath in. Try to relax. Relax that body. So, between bringing that knee to chest and this, if you're traveling, if you're sitting a lot, it's gold. Anybody remember any of the old Seinfeld episodes? Do I have a yes? Anybody? Well, there was a comedian that used to say, Jerry, it's gold, Jerry. So in other words, this is gold. This is a really important, I'm really aging myself, aren't I? All right, somebody, yeah, I got somebody. That's good. All right, come back. Let's do the other side. So your left leg's going forward. You're going ankle to ankle for your first level. You can go below the knee or bring it all the way up and sit like a guy. Inhale really tall, and then exhale, lean forward. So one of my teachers says, Judy, I'm not so sure that that's a good name for this. And I'm like, you know, you're right, but sit like a guy. It describes it, and especially if you can't see me. So big inhale. So I'm noticing for me this side feels tighter. Do you feel a little bit of a difference? So it shows that our body, because of ergonomics, because of our dominant side, big breath in and big breath out. Oh, while I'm thinking of it, Sally will actually be presenting here in a couple months on meditation in October for the Toolbox series. Inhale and come up. Good. Shake that legs a little bit. One more little stretch. We're going to stand up. Open your legs wide. Put your heels under your knees. Same thing we did with our legs in front of us. Get your hands in your thighs. Tuck your elbows in. Take a big breath in and lean forward. Good. Big breath in. Is your tummy in? Exhale. So we're looking, just not looking down, but just gently out. Good. And then inhale and come up. Let's strengthen our back. So now we're not going to use our arms, and as you lean, you have to use your legs more. Tummy in, and lean out. So tummy, it doesn't matter how much tissue. Are you breathing? Inhale. What are you thinking, right? Are you present? Be in the moment. Notice what you're feeling. Big breath in. Notice how we judge. Notice how we can create that reality with our thoughts. Big breath in. Good. Conk your heels a little bit. Conk your toes. Let's do a little right brain, left brain. Bring up your right toes and your left heel. They're good. I like that. This is good. This, again, neuroplasticity. Okay, conk your heels, conk your toes. Now bring up your left toes and right heel. And then once we start to get in a pattern, it's easy. Now change it back and forth a little bit. Good. All right, lean back. Just do a little knee drop. We get some more lubrication. Oh, these chairs, they'll never be the same after we're here, right? And that's not bones we're hearing, right? That's just hitting the desk. They say, that yoga class, man. Okay, bring your legs together. Well, I shouldn't say together. Put them about 2 or 3 inches apart. We're going to stand up, all right? Tuck your chin. Get ready to not use your hands if you can. Lean forward and come up. Roll your shoulders back. Okay, before I forget, I want to do this. I have a yoga mat and a DVD to give away. So can somebody name for me one direction of the spine?
Up and down.
Okay. You want a mat or a DVD?
Mat, please. Thank you.
All right. I asked you 3 things. To sit up straight, to breathe, and? Who said 10 seconds? Okay. The DVD.
Thank you.
That DVD repeats a lot of what we're doing in here, so it's you can get it at the clinic. It's really it's a good DVD. It really can get you going, and it's in little 20-minute segments. So I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so we're standing tall, right? Shoulders down and back. So we were practicing sitting straight. Let's stand up and practice standing straight. Put your palms out. So this is just like the anatomy body, right? When the hands are out. Chin is tucked, so it's not. And think of lengthening through the top of the head and pressing down into your feet. We're nice and tall. And this is actually quite a nice time to say a little affirmation or intention to yourself. I'm strong, I can do this, all is well. Maybe just a little challenge that you're working on, you can say something to yourself because you're in a strong, powerful position right now. You're standing in mountain pose, and in mountain pose, you know, think of a mountain, right? We're nice, we're big and strong. So this is a time to garner up some of that strength. Big inhale. Good. Let your arms relax a little bit. Shake it out. Good. We're going to do a sun breath. So watch so you don't conk somebody. Again, it's hard to describe a black eye from raising our arms up, right? Palms out. Same stance, nice tall mountain. Inhale, lengthen up. Big inhale. And then exhale, drop down. So you're standing tall. Big breath in, like you're scooping all the grace and the blessings of the day. Big breath in and exhale. Too often, we're wired and we find the negative things in our life. What if we're able to find those positive things? Good. All right, we're coming back up. We're going to stay here, shoulders down and back. Lengthen up as tall as you can. Drop your chin down. And then look up gently, reach. And then come back to neutral head and just allow yourself to sway. Try to keep your arms close together. Try to keep them close to your ears. Up and over and up and over. Good. Look up, reach. And drop your arms down. Bend your knees a little bit. Tuck your head. Roll yourself up. Just come up to a little bit of a curl. And shoulders up, down, and back. I'm going to do the Julie Andrews pose. Top of the mountain, Sound of Music. You see the helicopter coming down. She's singing, the hills are alive. We're coming up. Pose of gratitude or 5-pointed star. Shoulders down and back. Lengthen up. Just look up to the top of the wall in front of you. And then about mid-ceiling as you lengthen up. So feel tall. Open arms. Tuck that butt, tummy, and lengthen up. And just think about what do you have to be grateful for, right? We got heat. We have plenty of food. We have freedom. Are you breathing? Inhale. And exhale. Good. Gratitude, appreciation, some of the best things for our soul, right? Shake it out a little bit. Okay. So if you're in the middle and you want to spread apart, we're going to come back and show our butt. And so if you don't want to show your butt to the camera, just move over a little bit because we're going to walk back and do this. Oops, boy, we really got me loud, okay? So holding on, and you can do it anywhere you want. You don't have to stand where you are. But start to walk back and put your feet under your buttock and give it a stretch. So you can do this at the kitchen sink. You can do this at your desk. If you don't have enough space, put your hands on the chair a little bit different. Take a nice big breath in. Big breath out. Really try to see if you can feel it in your shoulders, in your back. Now look up, wag that tail a little bit. Sorry, that's just don't look at anybody else's butt. Tuck and roll up. And stand up straight. Where else but in yoga, right? We're talking about not doing the butt. All right, shoulders down and back. Fingertips on the close to the chair if you want, but press up and down. Now again, no slump. Nice tall, right? Stomach in, tailbone drop. That's it. Up and down. Good, just kind of float. We're getting the integral muscles of the feet. It's a little bit better if we do it barefoot, but we're still doing it. But slow it down. Use the arches. We want to really keep that strong, up and down. Good, we're going to come down, and now try to balance for a moment. Up you go, focus straight out. I can do this, I'm balanced. Breathe, just nice and easy. What are you thinking? Good, lower down. Good, shake it out a little bit. That was good, very good. All right, let's come around and come back and sit down. Now, because we're going to do a little bit more of a relaxation, I'm going to ask you to sit back, and let's use the chair to support us. So again, we're not slumping. We're staying nice and tall. Now, if you can, uncross your legs and put your palms in your lap, maybe up. And if you're comfortable to close your eyes, do. If not, maybe just draw your eyes down, focus to the middle of the room a little bit, and slowly just thinking about releasing any of the stress that might still be stuck in the body. We were slowly releasing tension in the muscles and getting our breath, more oxygen through our system. So your forehead and your jaw nice and soft and relaxed. Neck easy, shoulders soft. Arms just gently resting onto your lap. Safe, secure. The chair holding us up, allowing our weight to just settle into that chair. I'm minding the time. There's no place to go, no place to be, but right here for these next couple minutes. And just feeling your chest and your belly soft and easy. If there's any discomfort, just take a breath and bring yourself back to just noticing how you feel. Your butt and your legs supported by the chair and the floor. And as if your whole body can breathe, coming up through your feet, through your legs, up to the top of your head as you breathe, and then all the way down. So imagine that you could breathe, your whole body can breathe. Helping to just relax and take the tension away, any of our worries as we come up, and then exhale, letting it go, and just letting it all release down through our feet, as if that could happen. Nice long breath in. And as I am breathing in, and I am breathing out. Take a breath now and let's start to move your fingers a bit and make it a little bit of a deeper breath. Maybe shake your arms, reach your arms up, give it a little stretch. And then take your hands, warm them up. Let's put them over the center of your chest. And you can use this as an anchor to remind yourself, geez, I'm not breathing. I got to remind, okay, I'm going to Breathe. I'm going to take a breath. Take a breath before I send that email. Take a breath before I step in to do. We knew that. Before I step into this class. Whatever, you know, just to remind yourself. Take a big breath in, and all is well. And so we'll take questions in a moment, but at the end of the class we say the word namaste, and what that means is the light in me honors and respects the light in you, as you do I. Namaste, everybody.
Namaste.
Thank you. Any questions? Any thoughts? How do you feel?
Great.
You doing okay? It's different. I mean, how many times can you say, I did yoga in an auditorium chair? But it was the mind and body, right? 3 things to walk away with. Sit straight. Breathe. 10 seconds. 6 directions of the spine. There's your tools. You got it. You rock. Thank you. You were really engaged. I appreciate your attention. Thank you.